Hi everyone, this is Mr. Kachinga. In this video, we'll look at this question coming from GCE 2025, paper 1, question 7. This is mathematics. So let's look at the question. The formula for the nth term of an arithmetic progression is 2n minus 3. Find the A, first term, B, common difference D, if the sum of the first 8 terms is 48. So let's solve this question. So now, for us to solve this question, there is important information we don't have to miss, which is here. The formula for the nth term is 2n minus 3. So formula we have been given, which is 2n minus 3. What they want us to find is the first term. Okay. Now, what you have to know is that where there is n, we are going to represent with 1. We'll say that let n be equals to 1. Why 1? Because they have said the first term. If it was second term, it means that our n could have been 2. If it was a fourth term, it means that n could have been 4. Just like that. Okay. So let's continue solving. 2 then multiplied by n. What is our n? Our n is a 1. So I'll substitute with 1, then take away a 3. Then 2 times 1, we know that is 2. Then minus a 3. What is 2 minus 3? Take note, 2 is small and 3 is big, meaning our answer should be a negative. So that will be negative 1. Okay. Now you can say therefore first term is equals to negative 1. Okay, first term is equals to negative 1. So there is something you have to know, that sometimes instead of saying first term, you can say T1 is equals to negative 1, meaning first term is equals to negative 1. Or you can say A is equals to negative 1. Or the one who is going to write like this and like that, or this is one and the same one. But I've just decided to say first term is equals to negative 1. But just to know, T1 meaning first term or A equals to negative 1. It is also correct. Okay. Let's solve for B. So we are going to look at B. So this is B. The common difference D, if the sum of the first 8 terms is 48. Now, for this one, you don't have to use shortcut when solving for B, because I know there is a simple way we can solve, which I'll show you at the end of the video. But the examiners, they won't appreciate if we use the shortcut way. Why? Because they have given us this information, which is here. They are saying the sum of the first 8 terms is 48. So what you have to know to solve this one is the formula. So you have to know that the sum of n for AP or arithmetic progression is equals to n divided by 2, open the bracket, then 2 times A plus, open the bracket, n minus 1, close the bracket, times D, then another bracket to close. Okay. So what does it mean here? So n is the position of the term, then Sn is the sum. Now remember, they are saying that the sum of first 8, you see that? So meaning that your n will be equals to 8, since they are saying first 8, just like we did here. First term was n was 1. If it was second term, I told you it could have been 2. Now here they are saying first 8 terms. So n will be 8. Then sum of n, we have been told, is equals to 48. Okay? Sum of first 8 terms is 48, meaning the sum for this formula should be equated to 48. Again, we can see there is A there. So A, what is A? Do we have to solve for A? No, because I told you that first term is also as the first term. So first term is -1. So I'll just say that A present first term. Okay, you have to know this. So A is first term. So there's no need to solve for A, since A it is already solved in question 1A. So from here we have to know our D now. So D is equals to question mark, since we don't know D. So this information that we have collected is enough for us to solve D. So what we have to do now, we say where there is Sn here, where there is the sum of n, we are going to substitute with 48 equals, then here where there is n, remember our n is 8, so I'm going to substitute with 8 divide 2. I'm just following the formula there. Open the bracket, then I have 2. The 2 which is there, when numbers are like this, is multiplication, so times 2. 2 times a, I mean. So what is our a? Our a is -1, which is the first term, -1. Close the bracket. Again n, we know that n again is 8, then minus 1. So 1 minus 1. Then d we don't know. It is the one we want to find. So I've just substituted the given information into the formula. From here is the matter of simplifying. So 48 will maintain the way it is. Then you say 2 there is 1. 2 into 8 is 4. From here, most of learners, they make mistake by saying 2 times 48. Never cross multiply like this. You'll find the wrong answer. Okay, because this 2 should be divisible into 8. Once you say 2 times 48, you find complete wrong answer. So just divide 2 into itself is 1, then 2 into 8 is 4. Then from there, multiplied by 2 times -1. So that is what? -2. Okay, here there should be a positive symbol. You see positive, so positive. Then a positive will be maintained. Then 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 is 7 times d, close the bracket. Then 48 will be maintained. Then 4 times -2, the way it is, positive the way it is. Then this 7 times d, this is 7d. Now from here we are going to multiply with everything that is in the bracket. So this is the bracket. So these brackets, they mean that whatever number is outside, you have to multiply it throughout. So 48, then we say 48 to maintain, then 4 times -8. 4 times -2 is -8. So this 4 times -2, -8. Then the same 4 times positive 7d, that is positive 28d. So for simple explanation, I'll say 4 times 7. So 4 times 7 is 28, but it is attached with d. This is d. Okay, so that is 28d. So these are like terms, unlike terms. So what to do is that I want this -8 to go where 48 is. So 48 to be the way it is, but this -8 is positive. So when it goes to the other side, it becomes positive what? 8 equals 28d will remain. Then I'm going to add 48 plus 8 is 56 equals to 28d. Remember, our goal is to find d. This is why where there is d, there is a question mark. So what can we do to find d? We divide everything with 28 over 28, and this side over 28. I cancel. Then d, 28 into 56. How many times can 28 go into 56? Is 2. So therefore d is 2. Okay, so our common difference, ladies and gentlemen, is d. Now remember, I told you there is a shortcut way of using it, but examiners, they can't appreciate it because of the information given. So let me show you how you can find the other way of finding that. So this one I'll call it a proof. So what you can, for the shortcut, what you have to know is the first term. First term, remember, is -1. Then you have to know the second term. So second term we don't know, so you have to find the second term. So we know that we have 2n minus 3. This is the formula given. So I want n to be equals to 2 so that I can find the second term. So I'll say 2, where there is n there, I substitute with 2, then minus a 3. What is 2 times 2? So 2 times 2 is 4, then take away 3. What is 4 minus 3? 4 minus 3, it is 1, meaning second term is equals to 1. So second term is 1. After that, you say now D, which means common difference is second term, take away first term. This is the formula for the common difference. Then you say second term. Second term we have been found to be 1. So 1 minus first term. Our first term we know that is -1. So minus -1. So D equals to 1. Negative times negative is positive. Then we have 1. So our D is equals to 2. You see that? Yeah, so you can just say hence proven. You can just use this to prove that your D in this question is correct. Otherwise, when you use this, it is not going to be appreciated. Why? Because of this given information, if the sum of first 8 terms is 48, meaning the examiners, they want you to use 8 and also to use 48. Please take note of that. This one was just for the sake of interest, knowing that mathematics, it has a lot of way of solving. So thank you for watching.